particularly I am very happy to share with all of you that Telangana tops in per capita income in the country with 3.87 lakhs, surpassing Karnataka and Haryana, marking its first top position in 5 years. By combining agricultural strength with steady industrial and service sector expansion, Telangana has positioned itself as one of India's most dynamic state economies, setting a benchmark for others to follow. We all have to take inspiration from this and pledge to work even harder to achieve higher growth for overall well-being of our people of Telangana. And also I am very happy to note the positive performance of banks during the first quarter of financial year 2025-26 in various segments of priority sector advances also. It is appreciable that banks have so far achieved 33.64% of ACP lending targets and the priority sector in the first quarter itself. Another interesting item to observe in the state is consistently maintaining high CD ratio and is 126.50% during the quarter. This is also one very remarkable achievement. As you are aware, the state of Telangana continues to be one of the fastest growing states in India with robust industrial, agriculture and service sector growth, and various developmental initiatives are being taken up by our government to be ahead of other states. State government is very particular about overall development of agriculture sector as it is backbone of the economy and brought out various initiatives such as crop loan waiver for eligible farmers up to 2 lakhs, Right Bharasa scheme investment support, bonus to farmers for eligible crops, implementation of major and medium irrigation projects, 24/7 free power to agriculture sector, and other these kind of initiatives are resulting in increase in the share of agriculture and allied sectors. We have kept our promise to farmers by implementing CLW 2024 scheme and provided debt relief to eligible farmers within the shortest possible period and created history. I am happy to note that significant number of these KCC accounts are since renewed and amounts are dispersed by banks. Increase in paddy production is enabling the state to emerge as one of the major suppliers of paddy to the Food Corporation of India. To support oil palm cultivation in the state, the government is extending all needed support for taking up this farming activity all over the state. We appeal to banks for extending all the support to Indira Mahila Shakti scheme for empowerment of self-help group women by extending credit to potential income generating initiatives and activities. I am happy to share that the business-friendly, innovative policies and the proactive measures being taken up by our government increased investments in the state which are resulting in industrial growth and employment opportunities. Recently we have organized a roadshow at NAC High-Tech with an initiative to carry out the construction of internal roads in the state to an extent to 13,000 kilometers as part of HAM project. This project is game changer in providing significant infrastructural facilities in the state. Taking it to a new level, we request all banks to participate actively in this project. The MSME sector is one of the highest employment generating sectors in the state. It is appreciable that during Q1 of financial year 2025-26, banks in the states have achieved 33.42% of ACP disbursement. As there is abundant potential in this sector, banks are advised to cater to the needs of this sector in a big way. Banks to increase CGT and CE coverage and working capital loans for MSME. I appeal to bankers for giving more focus to vulnerable sections of the society, more particularly the weaker sections. This is essential for overall development of the society. Banks need to strategize further in this area. Banks are consistently serving to the needy people in the financial inclusion front, and I request the banks to continue their efforts in such financial initiatives, ensures saturation in opening up PMJDY accounts and coverage of beneficiaries under Social Security as well as the insurance schemes. While I appreciate the banking fraternity role in financial empowerment and economic development, I call for stronger collaboration further among all the stakeholders. Together, let us work towards inclusive, technology-driven, sustainable banking in Telangana state. Before, congratulating the convener of bank, I thought I'll just, mention 2-3 points, other points also. Like, as you all aware, the Telangana state government has come up with a huge housing program for the below poverty line people, of going with a unit cost of 5 lakhs each unit cost. The government is coming, it's clearing their bills every month, and wherever it is required, even from the banks to lend some, few amount, less amount like 10 to 20,000 or up to 50,000, wherever it is required. If you can take that list mandal-wise or constituency-wise or the district-wise, you can really do some, for this kind of lending also, it can be covered in housing projects. So I request, because the state has taken up nearly about 4,50,000 housing at a time in this particular year. We already sanctioned also, in a constituency like 3,500 houses for each constituency. So I request all the banking sector. I know that you are also having the private sector lending towards the housing sector. So it is also one of the sector where you can really think and lend the money to them to construct their houses faster. Apart from that, self-employment schemes, particularly for youngsters, please think very positively and see to that they get without any hindrances in the bank by asking the collateral securities, where your rules and regulations are also saying that you can go to the extent of some limit. But unfortunately, many of the branches, even there is no condition to ask for the collateral security. The managers, what we were told, that they are insisting either for the collateral securities or for the joint secretaries who are having their deposits in the banks, which is definitely hindering the prospectus for the unemployed youth. So think very humanly and try to help them by lending without asking any of these kind of collateral securities. And I would like to mention, though there is a very little time, I just wanted to mention in the book what you have given, State Level Bankers Committee meeting, 1 or 2 points I just wanted to mention here. For example, page number 34, if you see, Free Nidhi sanction percentage 10.15 in the balance amount. Here the percentage, if you see, it is only 10.15. I don't know whether it is right or wrong, just think about it. And also, even the priority sector lending, page number 16, if you see, even after loan waiver to the tune of 21,000 crores and nearing about 9,000 crores for on the name of Right to Bharosa support scheme, 21 plus 9, nearing about 30,000 crores in 1 year, with a very huge recovery and good amount for the bankers to get the money from the farming community, though the state has paid, but it's through the for the sake of the farmers only. My request is the timely lending, particularly for the crop loans, has to be, you have to do it in timely lending. The lending, if it is delayed, then it will be a problem for them. They will be forced to go to the money lenders. So I request, though I don't know this might be 30th 6, 2005, crop loans, your achievement is 19.64. So my request is to see to that speed up, gear up, and try to lend, more and more for this sector. And also agricultural infrastructure, agro-based industries and other infrastructure activities. If we don't support the farmers, then you don't find much, growth in the agriculture income. For example, agricultural infrastructure, see the same table, I think, second table, that is 8.21%. This is also very less, I believe. So my request is, even agriculture sector also, this infrastructure, for the purpose of infrastructure, please increase so that more and more activities can be taken up in the agriculture sector, and the rural area also can be grown big. So with a good intention, we all have come here to do something to the state. Once again, on the state government, I would like to request SLC convener to speak to all the banks and see to that they reach the targets. And I wish you all the best, and I'll take the permission from all of you, because I have another meeting which is scheduled for 11 o'clock, though it is nothing to do with the government, but I have to rush there. So if you permit me, I'll take the leave of this meeting, and my Principal Secretary Finance will continue it. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.